why you should not remove your gallbladder. Instead, attack the problem head on, dude. You know, I'm reading a message here on X from Zack over there, and he's had some health issues over the last year, and he said he wants to, for Christmas, he wants to remove his gallbladder. You know, and let me just touch base on that, why that should not happen, why you need your gallbladder, and how to fix this problem without going and getting a doctor involved in surgery. So, and I'll talk from experience. So, all right, so the gallbladder is used to produce bile. When the body ingests oil, fatty foods, steaks, you know, with fat in it, butter, it's going to produce bile to help digest the food. Now, oftentimes when we eat these foods, the bile becomes coagulated and there's excess produced, and it ends up coagulating inside the gallbladder and also the liver, creating what Johns Hopkins University calls intrahepatic gallstones. These stones can range from about, you know, super small, microscopic, to all the way to silver dollar signs. And in fact, I've had stones the size of, when I say silver dollar, I actually should probably say like real silver dollars, like that size of stones, golf ball size, to the maximum. That's how big they can be. Those are going to be inside the liver. So over time, this process of just digesting food and being constantly grazing and eating all the time, especially eating fatty foods, which is good for you to eat fatty food. So it's not that you should change, but I mean, it's just the body's natural process. When it has extra coagulated bile, it ends up going in the liver and gallbladder. And so these things need to be removed. The gallbladder doesn't need to be removed. That's the fallacy. The gallbladder is needed. It's a needed organ in the body. You remove the gallbladder, now you've got to somehow supplement, which I don't know how to do, and I wouldn't recommend it, dude. Don't supplement somehow bile production from the body's natural process. I don't even know if you can supplement for something like that. So you're just shortening your lifespan by doing that. So instead, just do the liver flush, dude. Like, the liver flush is going to automatically fix this problem. And you do about 10 liver flushes, you know, and you'll probably be good. I mean, sometimes less than that, but start with one, and you can do liver flushes. I've done a ton of videos on my channel about it. I got a playlist I'll put at the end of this video here on how to do it. But it's as simple as just setting it on the calendar. Usually on the new moon is the best time to do it. So that's going to be, actually, I think it's on right around the new year this year. And you need to schedule a appointment with a colonics person who does colonics, so they can clean out your guts before and after. And, you know, that way when you get your guts cleaned out, which is just going to be a water, you know, colonic irrigation, high enema type situation by a professional. And, you know, you get that scheduled. And so as you're leading up to it, you're just going to hit malic acid for 7 days to soften the stones with water or apple juice. But malic acid is the easiest way to do it. No calories. Don't change the diet. Always best to eat one meal a day, of course. You know, intermittent fasting is preferred. But, you know, definitely on the day of the flush, which is going to be on the new moon, you have the colonic irrigation, the high enema scheduled in the morning. Then at 6 o'clock, all it takes is olive oil and lemon juice, fresh squeezed. Napa Valley organic, non-GMO olive oil. Lemon juice, fresh squeezed lemons are best. You know, cold, not from concentrated. Lemon juice is also good. Mix the two together. And put those in jars. And then also, you need to mix together Epsom salt and water, 4 mason jars of it. The 4 mason jars of Epsom salt and water just go out on the counter, and then the olive oil and lemon juice, you know, you're going to get that ready for 10 o'clock. So you're scheduled, and the Epsom salt and water, it's a small, like a teaspoon of Epsom salt and water. Take that at 6 o'clock, day of the flush. 8 o'clock, Epsom salt and water, day of the flush. 10 o'clock, olive oil and lemon juice. Take that down. Then go to bed. Feel the stones start to move around in your body. You'll notice it. 10 o'clock, hit the sack, visualize it. If you want to put a lanolin or wool and apple cider vinegar over the liver. The liver is the biggest organ in the body, so it's massive. It's so big that it's the size of a football. Huge. So, you know, you could put the olive oil or the lanolin and apple cider vinegar over it if you like, to help get the stones going. And then you're going to feel them move around. The next morning at 6 a.m., take Epsom salt and water. 8 a.m., take Epsom salt and water. Then wait a day, so that day that you're coming back from the flush, now you're just going to go easy into the food. Juice, fruit is ideal. Try to go for juicing that day, eating a lot of fruit, and then go back into the regular, carnivore style diet is better, or vegetarian diet, whatever you're into. And then usually on the second day, go back in for the colonics now and clean out your guts to make sure all of these stones are removed with another high enema professionally or colonic irrigation. Once you do that, dude, that's just one time. Now the next time you got to schedule it again for a month later, same time on the new moon. Check the calendar. The new moon is end of the month or the first part of the month this year. Schedule it then and put it on the calendar, and then just plan ahead 7 days before, again starting the malic acid, scheduling the colonics, and then do that for like 10 months, 12 months. You won't need to remove your gallbladder, dude. You're freaking good. You're good. That's all good. They're not going to tell you. Doctors do not do this because then you don't need them when you do this. You don't need to go to the doctor. You don't need to get the surgery. You don't need to pay $20,000 or $50,000 or $100,000 for the gallbladder removal process, and then have health problems later and die early, die younger. Why? What's the point? You can't replace the gallbladder, dude. You need that thing. You can't get another one. These things are too advanced. It's like a liver transformation. You can't transformate them. These things are way too advanced. They're scientific. Science cannot even. They can't even make these things. They're too smart. They're too intelligent. They cannot replace them. I mean, I guess there's probably in China some illegal procedures, but now you're supporting illegal organ harvesting. So that's freaking nasty and wrong and against the law, dude. So, you want to just preserve the liver, preserve the gallbladder, and plan on keeping it the rest of your life. And you're going to feel freaking mental clarity, a lot more energy. You're going to feel younger. You're going to get leaner. Body's going to lean down and get tighter. Less water weight on the body. More focus. And everybody has to do this. So it's not just, say Zack, but everybody has to do this, dude. Yeah, I'm sorry, everybody's got it. Everybody gets coagulated bile from these interhepatic gallstones, and they create interhepatic gallstones. Just it's a natural process as we go through our life, as we go through our day, just like we would with changing our oil on our cars. Every 3 months, 4 months, you got to go in and change that oil because it just builds up coagulation in the oil product from use. Same thing in the body. And we just didn't get the instruction manual. There's a book called Amazing Liver and Gallbladder Flush by Andres Moritz. Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation by Andres Moritz. Those two are masterful. The Timeless Secrets of Health and Rejuvenation is the master treatise of health. It's the go-to to see if there's a cure for something. If you have a condition, you could look in that book first, and it will usually tell you what the cure is and what the treatment is. Naturally, Timeless Secrets from the last few thousand years, without going into pills and medicine from MDs. I have an MD. He's a white coat MD that I talk to and consult with. He's a friend of mine, Robert Parker, and he's a former white coat and MD, but he was a white coat for MD for years. Then he just realized that the system that he was in was not teaching this information, so he started doing liver flushes. He started healing people naturally, left that profession, and he did something like 100 liver flushes, over 100. I haven't done 100, I don't think. I've probably done I have to check, man. I've done a lot, maybe over 60 for sure. Easily 60, maybe more than that. So it's a process, but that's over years. That's over like an 8-year period, 9-year period for me. So, but he had done over 100 liver flushes. He'd been committed to it, and he said that after he just committed to it and just completely, absolutely went to the max on continuing to clean out the liver and the gallbladder, he felt like his breathing went and opened up a third lung in his body, like an extra lung. He would breathe so deep. You'd never short of breath would actually open up another lung. Probably because the liver shrunk. I'm guessing it shrunk down to its smaller size. because the liver will expand and they call it fatty liver, but it's just expanding through all these stones as the coagulated bile, intrahepatic gallstones, that Johns Hopkins University calls them. They get packed in there, the liver gets bigger and bigger. They call it fatty liver, but it's not fatty liver, it's just stones. So I think over time, Dr. Robert Parker's liver was shrunk, and then he ended up having this incredible breathing, opening up his lungs. So that's hugely beneficial for someone like me who had asthma. And that was really the main benefit I got out of it, was asthma. Got rid of my asthma. I have videos on that as well. I did when I finally realized, I was like, I'm cured of asthma. It was so amazing. You know, after committing to this liver flush, I probably had done it like 30 times or so, and it just completely got rid of my asthma. My breathing was opened up. You know, so that was life-changing, because I had asthma my whole life. I hated it. Puffing on the inhaler, never went away. So it finally changed, man, and I was able to get rid of the asthma, and also the what's known now as body fat, but it's not just body fat. They call it, anyways, the body fat inside the tissue that is the worst kind. It helps to attack that and reduce the body fat, so the body's not storing that bad body fat. I forget what it's called now. Anyways, it helps to reduce that for me as well. I've noticed that I'm able to stay lean and not accumulate love handles and baby fat. That baby fat is just that's that body fat you don't want, because it's actually raises your blood pressure, reduces your age, and you want to be tight and lean. Not only because it looks freaking awesome. People who are lean, they look good, yeah, because they're freaking healthy. They don't have that extra fat. It's that the reason it looks so good is because it's healthy, dude. That's where you want to be, lean and ripped. You know, it's so healthy. So I mean, that's ultimately one of the benefits that I've seen. All right, so don't be out getting a gallbladder removal surgery for Christmas, please. Go do some liver flushes. Watch the playlist at the end of my video. You can check it out, learn the whole process. I will find the video I did about asthma as well, and I'll post it here at the end, and how the liver flush cured my asthma. Merry Christmas from yesterday. It's the 26th. Happy New Year. I'll see you at the top. Later.